Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. I want to say a very good night to each and every one of you. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, I want to welcome you to my channel. I want to thank all my subscribers and my viewers for all your love and support. Without you guys, I cannot do this. So I want a big shout out to you guys. Tonight, I'm going to make something different. I'm going to do a little bit of Jamaican, Guyanese kind of twist. So if you want to see what this look like, come on down with me and we will cook some oxtail, boil and fried provision, and some fried duff or dumpling together. So here I have my oxtail nicely washed. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start seasoning the oxtail now. And I'm going to go in with my salt. I'm going to leave all the measurement in the description below. So I'm just gonna put the salt on top. Then I'm gonna go in with my black pepper. And then I'm gonna go in with some garlic powder. And I'm gonna add some Jamaican pimento powder or allspice. And this is what it looks like. This is the Cool Running brand. But what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna put half of the amount of spice powder, and the other I'm gonna put a few of the whole allspice in here. And this is the whole one here. It's called pimento or allspice. It really gives a nice flavor. I'm just gonna put 5. I have 2 in there. I'm just gonna drop in 3 now. I don't want to overpower. And so either one can work. You can put the whole spice or the powder, but I like to go in with both. And the next step I'm gonna do now for this is that I'm gonna add some of my Chinese sauce. And I'm using this brand of Chinese sauce. You can add any sauce that you have available. So I'm gonna go in with 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and then I want to add some gravy, caramel gravy browning, and this is good for meat, cakes, and gravy, and this is the Chief brand. And this is what's gonna give our oxtail that nice rich color. I don't want to put too much in here, so I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon. Tablespoon is too much. So now I'm gonna pour that over, and then I'm gonna add some green seasoning in here. And my green seasoning, I just blend fresh green seasoning, have a lot of garlic, lots of thyme, pepper, and some green onions. So I'm gonna go in about 4 heaping tablespoons because we really wanna marinate this well. And for all those who love the Jamaican flavor, this is a very, very simple recipe to make. I love my Jamaican flavor and I always make this at home and my whole family love it. If you don't eat oxtail, you can always make this dish with some chicken, beef, or pork, or any meat of your choice. So I'm gonna let this marinate for about at least half an hour before I'm ready to cook. You can cook it right away, but when you marinate it, you get a better flavor. How does that look? Looks good, right? And this dish is very similar to our Guyanese pepper pot dish, but just a few spices different. So I'm gonna be making some dumpling. So today is Jamaican / Guyanese day. because I'm gonna make some homemade dumpling to go with the oxtail. And I have my flour here. I'm gonna add baking powder to that. And now I'm gonna add some seasoning to flavor up this dumpling. I'm gonna add a pinch of black pepper, a pinch of salt. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. This gives the dumpling a nice sweetness, and when you fry them, it gives a nice brown on the outside. And I'm gonna be adding some green seasoning, just about a tablespoon. And now I'll knead this into, you can add some butter in here as well, but I'm gonna leave the butter out. And I'm gonna mix this up. I like to go in with my hands. And the next step we're gonna do is put some water and knead it just like when we're kneading for roti. So here is my flour for the dumpling. I'm gonna just leave it on the side by the time my water is warming up to boil these and make them to a nice fried dumpling. The flour is so soft, as you can see, and well seasoned. So I'm gonna show you the finished product. So along with the dumplings, I'm gonna make some boil and fry provision to eat with our oxtail. And I have 2 ripe plantains, 2 eddoes, and 1 sweet potato. I'm gonna peel these, boil them, and I'm gonna show you the next step. So now I'm gonna add my oxtail to the pressure cooker. No oil in the pan, because this meat is a little bit of fat, bone, and some meat in there, which is a very, very flavorful meat. So I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit until the natural water is evaporated. And then I'm gonna add an onion in here and put it to pressure. So my oxtail is cooking up nicely and the color is already looking good. I'm gonna add an onion in here. So I'm gonna add 1 chopped onion, and I'm gonna add some extra thyme. Thyme goes very well with this dish. And I'm gonna stir this up a little, and I'm gonna add some water into here, and I'm adding hot water. So, just about that much. I'm gonna let this cook for 30 to 45 minutes in my pressure cooker, and it's gonna get nice and soft. So now I'm gonna start making off my dumpling or duff. Sorry about the pressure cooker, but that's just the meat cooking up there. So we're gonna make some nice size of duff or dumpling, and I'm gonna roll them off first before I drop them into the hot water. I want to drop all in at the same time. These will get bigger than this. So my water was hotting up on the stove. You want to make sure that your water is really hot. And now I'm going to put those dumplings in one by one. And then they're going to start coming back to the surface after a minute or so, you'll see. And I'm just cooking these for a minimum of 5 to 6 minutes. But we'll wait and see how these will start floating up back. So guys, without touching them, they're just coming up one by one. So all of them are on top. I'm gonna let them cook for a few more minutes and then I'll take them out. So this is how my dumplings are nice and big. I'm gonna take them out now. They've been cooking for a while. I'm gonna drain these babies and then I will put my provision to cook in this water here. So my provision is boiling up now, and I'm gonna be, now that it's halfway done, I'm gonna add my ripe plantain because these ones cook very fast and I didn't want them to mash up, so I'm gonna put them in now. In this pan here, I have some coconut oil. You can use butter too if you like, but today I'm gonna be using coconut oil because they have a nice flavor. I am gonna put, and my oil is hot but not like steaming hot. I'm gonna put these guys in here to fry, and you have to watch because if there's water still left in these, it's gonna pitch up. So I'm gonna fill my pan because I don't want to give it room to swing from one end to another, and I'm gonna let it brown up on all the sides, and then I'll take these guys out. So my provision is done. They're nice and soft. I'm gonna strain this and then I'm gonna come back to fry it up. So my duff is frying up nicely, and all I have to do now is flip them on the side that's not brown up yet. And when all the sides are nice and brown, you can take them out. So in here I have my oil warming up. The same pot that I cooked boil the provision. I'm just gonna grate 1 clove of garlic, and then I'm gonna add the rest of my seasoning. So we're gonna give this a little turn, and then I'm gonna add my Marinate pepper, green onions, and some red onions. I finely chop these because I like to, when I'm biting into my provision, I like to get a bite of these ingredients. So we don't want to cook this too much. So now I'm going to add a little bit of salt right in here. Just about half a teaspoon of salt to flavor up our provision, and I'm going to grind some fresh black pepper into here. Okay, so my provision is in, and what I like to do is just flip it because it's really soft at this point and I don't want to mash it up. So this is done, and I'm waiting for my dumpling. Now look at that, go closer there, and I'm gonna serve up soon. So my oxtail is finished. I'm just gonna garnish it with some green onions on the top, and I'm gonna be plating up very soon. I just want to show you. So here is my oxtail, my boil and fry provision, nicely done, and I have my fried dumpling or duff here that we're gonna eat with this. So I'm gonna dish out and let you guys know. So here I have it, my little bit of Jamaican here, oxtail, my boil and fry provision. And this is well known in the entire Caribbean, and my boil and fry duff or dumpling, whichever one. So I have a combination of provision. I have eddoes, and I know who's gonna be fighting for eddoes tonight. Riza. Cheers to all my viewers and subscribers. The eddo boils so soft, and with the gravy for this oxtail, it's amazing. I'm gonna go in for a piece sweet potato, and all this provision is very healthy and good for you. Cheers, guys. So good. It boils so soft, and with the, oh my god, everything combined together, I'm gonna go in for, and I have some pepper here, I'm gonna go in for my ripe plantain and some of the gravy. So good, guys. So I had a little bit for everybody who like eddoes. I had for eddoes lovers, sweet potato and plantain. And I'm gonna go in for my duff, and this is the part I like. Look how nice it's cooked inside. I like to dunk it in the gravy, and the outside is nice and crispy. So this is the part I like. So good, because there's a crunch in the outside and the nice fluffiness inside with flavor because we season it, and a hint of sweetness from that sugar. Oh my god, so good. And now for the oxtail, it is so soft and tender. Just look, I just want to show them that's how quick it comes off, because I cook it for like half an hour. So I'm tasting again. So good. I'm very happy tonight, and I know my family will be happy too, because this is something that they love. So if you haven't tried yet, please give it a try. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to press that subscribe button. Until then, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed. Have a good night. Bye for now. Mom.